Me again. Today, I'm here to talk to you about chat-up lines. Now, I'm very experienced in the chat-up line department because, you know, growing up in this beautiful country, a lot of people come up to me and ask me out and ask me to do this, ask me to do that to them. And, you know, I've heard every chat-up line in the book, really, from men, from women, from old ladies, from kids, everywhere, whether I'm at work, whether I'm at a club. I get chatted up basically everywhere I go. So if anyone's going to talk about chat-up lines, it's going to be me, because I know my sheet. So basically, I'm going to run you through the top 10 chat-up lines, according to this website that I'm on. And I'm going to give you my opinion about these, and what I think, and what I've said in the past to these chat-up lines. So we'll start off with number 1. This is supposed to be the top 10, remember that. This is number 1. Do you have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes. Now, someone said that to me. I'd be a bit disappointed that they don't know where they were. I know they know where they are, so why are they lying? It makes them look a bit retarded at the start. And also, you know, they must have come to this place, as I said, they must have come to this place knowing where they are. And obviously they're saying this because they want me to come back to their house so they can, you know, touch me and do things to me that they've always dreamt. But obviously, if they don't even know where they are and they haven't got a map, how am I supposed to get home with them? They're not coming to my house because my mum's in all the while. So what am I going to do? I've got to go there, and if I can't, you think I'm going to chill on the streets and just, you know, touch you on the streets? It's not going to happen. You need to know where you are for it to work. As for looking in eyes, I don't even want you to look at my eyes, because half the time I have glasses on, and you wouldn't even be able to see. I can't even see who you are. So that's number 1. Number 2, were you arrested earlier? It's got to be illegal to look that good. I'd turn around and say, thank you, I know I do look good, I do try. You know, I put a lot of effort into the way I look. And but I wasn't arrested, mate. What do you think I am? Do you think I'm some council estate chap that just sits there fingering his nan, stuff like that? I don't do that. I haven't been arrested for paedophilic tendencies. I haven't been smoking crack with Uncle Barry, and I haven't been robbing shops in the riot. Don't come up to me saying that you think I've been arrested, because I haven't. Alright, number 3. I guess you can kiss heaven goodbye, because it has got to be a sin to look that good. I just drop a wire and say, look, why are you coming up to me and saying heaven? I don't believe in God, I don't believe in heaven, I don't believe in hell. So just get away from me. I don't want you coming up to me saying this, that and the other. I've been dropped from heaven. Because I haven't, mate. I came out of my mum's vagina. If you think that's heaven, you can get away, because it's not. It was a rough place, and it was a rough time for me. I remember being born, like, yesterday, and it was a very scary situation. You imagine the French tunnel, I don't know what it's called, that tunnel that you go to France. Imagine going through that, but it being a lot tighter, and it's bloody. That's how it felt, and it was rough. I banged my head, and then I also got strangled. I just heard a text message, but we'll ignore that. I also got strangled by my mum's umbilical cord, like a certain somebody, and now whenever I hear the name octopus, it scares me. So you got to be careful with that one. Number 4, I must be lost. I thought paradise was further south. There's 2 things I'd say to this. I'd say, look, I know my directions, and I know south would lead to my penis, and you're not having it. I'm taken, and I don't want you. I don't want anything to do with you. You are disgusting. Get out of my face. Don't come up to me talking to me about penises and you want it in and around your mouth, because it's not going to happen. You're never going to get this, alright? And paradise, go to the Bahamas, mate. You know, if Dead Island was real, I'd love it to be, because then you'd be there and you'd be dead, because I can't stand you. Don't come up to me saying my penis is paradise, because it's not. It's covered in warts and it's a rough place. Number 5. I hope you know CPR, because you take my breath away. I'd say, look, the once I did do a Lifesavers Award when I was at school, and when I did that, it wasn't very, very good, really. I didn't really know how to do it. I think they just gave me the certificate because they felt sorry for me. It was a bad time for me. I didn't know how to exactly do it. I felt a bit weird kissing a rubber thing on the floor in front of everybody, bending down, covered in sweat. I used to sweat quite a lot at school. So the worst thing was the fact that they only had 5 of these rubber little men, And bear in mind, pretty much the whole half a year had to share these rubber men, and you had these little dry wipe things that you'd wipe the mouth with, but it weren't the same. And to be honest, because my surname's Westwood, I was at the end of the list, so I was there when I was blown in there. I had bits of food going in my mouth. I had bits of people's dribble. I think I even swallowed a tooth. I don't know what was going on, but to be honest, I came off worse from that life-saving experience. I think that has ruined my life, but I've got a certificate to show for it, so that's all right. And number 6, I think this is number 6. Is your father a thief because someone stole the stars from the sky and put them in your eyes? I'd say, look, nobody could possibly steal a star because they are quite hot. Obviously, every star is a little sun, I think. That's what I learned on a David Attenborough documentary, and he told me that they're all suns, so you couldn't steal it because one, it would really burn your hand and you probably couldn't get that close to it, and second of all, stop saying I'm a thief and my dad's a thief, because he's not. My dad's a bin man. If it weren't for my dad, you'd be rolling around in shit every single day, so don't call my dad a thief. Alright, he picks up your rubbish and you're trying to take his wages away from him. He works harder than you ever will, mate. Alright, number 7, let's just scroll this down a bit. Do you have a quarter, 20 pence? I told my mum I would call her when I fell in love. I'd say, look, I'm at a club here. You know, you're as bad as a homeless person. I need that money to help me to buy drinks for the rest of the night. I need that money. Oh, I need that money to get home. I can't go around giving. I wouldn't give 20p to a homeless person with no legs. I wouldn't. So I'm not going to be giving you 20p just because you think you're in love. How do I know you're even in love with me? You could just be looking at my mate or something. So I could be giving you 20p and all you're looking at is my mate. I want to know first that you are in love with me. I want to know that you're definitely in love with me and that I'm the one that you want to spend your life with. And then I'll give you 50p. Then you can ring your mum, your nan and your cousin if you want. Do you know what I mean? Go move in with them and tell them that you're in love. Then I can move in and then they can pay for our wedding and they can take us to the Bahamas and we can have a good holiday. Alright. So I want it written down on contract. The next one, did it hurt when you fell out of heaven? Well, to be honest, heaven's not real. I didn't fall out of it. I would just drop a wow on that. I would not want that. That would be useless. I think this is number 8, number 9, I don't know. Is there an airport nearby, or is it just my heart taking off? Well, to be honest with you, somebody still standing there? That's alright now. Somebody was standing there then. I don't know who it was. That was probably another person trying to come and chat me up. I rushed that last little bit a bit because, you know, I was getting a bit worried because my parents were home and I don't want them knowing about all my dirty little secrets. So number 8, number 9, this is sorry. Is there an airport nearby, or is that just my heart taking off? I'd say, look, we're in Birmingham, but the airport is quite a way away. If you can hear that now, there's something wrong with you. You are in some final destination round, mate. You know something that's going to happen. You know that 9/11, 2011 is going to happen. You know shit's going down. Don't come up to me with your telekinesis telling me this, that and the other, because I'm scared. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in anything like that. So don't come up to me telling me that you've got some third sense that you can sense that aeroplanes are flying off when you're not near one. I'm not an aeroplane. You're basically calling me fat. When I'm moving around, you think the floor's shuddering. I know I'm a big boy, but I don't need you coming up telling me that I'm fat. You know, I've been trying to lose weight. I haven't been to the gym for about 6 weeks, but I am trying. I am trying really hard, so don't come up to me saying fat, because we won't be going out ever if you keep saying that. The last one, I can't stand these. I've had such a bad experience with all of these. I could just feel my inner rage coming out. I am feeling quite upset, and I will have to end this soon, because it's cutting me deep, really. Number 10, I lost that loving feeling. Will you help me find it again? Basically, I'd turn round to you and I'd say, look, I've been heartbroken about 7, 8 times in my life. I get bullied. My nan left me. My mum left me. I have to live at home now. I have to squat on the street looking for tins of mushy peas. I went to the cinema a few weeks ago, and I bumped into Ainsley Harriott. You know what I asked him? I didn't ask him for a goddamn autograph. I asked him for some of his couscous, because I know that would keep me warm when I haven't got heating in my house, and I haven't got any electricity. So don't come up to me asking for that loving feeling, because you will never get that loving feeling from me, and I never want it from you. Those are the top 10 chat-up lines that have been used to me to try and get me into bed with children and old ladies. And I tell you something now, not one of them worked. Maybe one, because I do like a bit of